Hello friends, welcome to today's video. As you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a mask with me. I feel like I go through this little spiel every time I do one of these, but I know I have some new viewers recently. So the idea of mask with me kind of came out of the idea of get ready with me, which is more like let's put on our makeup together. This one is let's put on a face mask together. I know for many of us, we have sort of many sheet masks and face masks, and maybe we never actually think to use them or find the time in the day. So in this video, it's very chatty, it's not a review. I'm going to put on a 10-minute mask. I'm going to put on some relaxing music. I'm going to chat about some stuff going on in my life right now, which is also why some of this is here. And we will spend the 10 minutes masking it together and then have a nice skincare boost during our day. So I am going to be using the Apto Skincare Nourishing Mask with Blue Spirulina. As I mentioned, this video is not a review. I have done a review on this product before, and I will put a link to that down below. So now is the time in the video to pause, apply your mask. I will do the same, and then we will be back to spend some time together. There we go, my mask is on and I'm setting the timer for 10 minutes. So there have been times when I've done these mask with me's before where I mentioned that one of the reasons that I do them is when I'm very busy in my life, for two reasons. One is that it's always nice and relaxing when I am busy to have some time to put on a mask, sit down and chat. This is always a nice experience for me. The other reason is that these videos are pretty quick to make. It doesn't involve a huge amount of research or a lot of testing of product. It just gives me a chance to sort of sit down and film and chat. And there has been a lot going on in my life lately, specifically over the last couple of days. I mentioned this in another one of my videos. My partner is going to be away for back and forth, but pretty much away for about a month for work. And so we were spending the weekend together, doing some visiting of family, just kind of that sort of thing of spending some good quality time together so that, when we didn't see each other for a while, we would have spent some good time together first. So that meant I wasn't doing as much testing of products or really pre-filming very much for this week. So that's been going on. And then the other thing that has been going on and has been going on in my life for a number of months now is school. And this semester is my last semester, and it's just turned out to be a very heavy workload. I think part of it is that I'm trying to do more detailed studying every week so that when I get to my finals, I have a better understanding of everything and I don't feel like I'm cramming at the end. But I thought I would let you guys know what I am studying this semester. For those of you who don't know, I decided to go back to school full-time for almost a year, about a year, to be able to work in accounting, which is different than the industry I was working in before and for all of my career. I just enjoy the strategy, I enjoy the numbers, it's interesting to me, and while these courses are a lot, they're all interesting. So it's time consuming, but I don't mind it. But it can be a little stressful sometimes. So this semester, I'll just start with what's on top here. I have 5 courses. One of them is crafting and executing strategy. Now, years ago, when I was doing my university schooling, I did study business for part of that, and I have studied strategy before. But it's been a while and you get a bit of it when you are working in your general working life, but this is going back to sort of the basics. So I find it very interesting. I find it to be interesting topics that are in here. Now I will say that last week we had our first quiz and it was just a lot harder than I expected it to be, sort of testing on different stuff than I expected it to test. Which I know coming at it from a growth mindset means that, now I know what to expect, now I know what to study, I can do better on the next test. But I was not happy with the mark that I got on that first test, and it really gave me a confidence shake that I've still been working to get over, and I did that test about a week ago. So my next assignment's coming up. I'm just a little more nervous and stressed about because I didn't think, like I thought I had studied well for this and then didn't do well. And that's always a bit of a confidence shake when that happens. So I'm working to get back over that again, because generally I do very well in my courses, and I just need to, you know, reset how I was coming at this. And that's fine, but as I said, it can be hard when you sort of get your confidence shaken. Next up, we have Fundamentals of Corporate Finance. This one is interesting because I've done a number of accounting courses already. A lot of the stuff that we're learning in here, the mechanics of it, I've learned before, which makes this a lot better. It's just coming at it from the point of view of corporate finance. So I'm finding this interesting, and so far so good with this one. I've done, he does interesting assignments for it. It's not like problem questions, it's more like research and thinking. So like one of the first assignments was about the changes that have happened in corporate governance since the Enron failure, and you sort of had to do your own research and write up a paper on that. And I found that interesting to do because it wasn't sort of like, here's 5 problems, work on them and submit them. It was a different kind of thinking and coming at it. So again, interesting course, and I'm glad that I've done some of the other prep courses so that this is building on that. Oh, this one, which is one of these courses where you pay over $100 for your textbook, and then it doesn't actually come in any binding at all. But this is Intermediate Financial Accounting 2. I really enjoy this course. It's just accounting concepts and building on all the accounting concepts I've been learning so far. So there's, you know, stuff about shareholders' equity, stuff that we're learning in here about pensions, about long-term assets and liabilities. It's just, I find it interesting. It's sort of like putting together a puzzle, and I find that to be something that I enjoy. Now, this one, which is I'm working on an assignment for right now, which I did well on the first assignment for this course, but somehow it's getting me a little stressed and anxious. So it's due tomorrow at 7 p.m., but I'm hoping to get it done today and get it submitted so that I'm not doing it on the last day. But it's auditing. So I've always worked in not-for-profit organizations who always have their financial statements, someone's car alarm, have their financial statements audited every year. So there's always been a period of time I didn't work in the accounting department where it was like, oh, the auditors are here. And I knew like generally what they were doing, like checking financial statements, going through everything for the year, but I didn't really know like the process of auditing, and I find it interesting. It's a lot of new concepts. It's totally brand new to me, so it's a lot of information to absorb, and it's not always just about like, you know, getting audited in your business, which has a very negative connotation to it. There's like, you know, auditing financial statements for public companies, but there's also the assurance side of it, which is more like if your organization has decided to follow a program to be more environmentally sustainable, you may have a auditing company come and do assurance on that to look at the goals you're trying to reach, look at the principles of it, and actually measure your progress as a independent third party. So there's really interesting stuff in here because it is so new. It's a lot to absorb. And as I said, I'm working on an assignment for this today. It makes me a little anxious. I just tend to be kind of an anxious person, but I need to come at it from the mindset of I am really lucky, and lucky's not right. I am glad, partly lucky, and partly that I've done a lot of work in my life that leads up to a point where I'm able to take a year off to study. So this is stuff that I enjoy and that I want to do, and I should come at it from being happy that I get to do this, because it's really not many people would get to do what I'm doing right now with going back to school, and I am very lucky, you know, to be able to do that. Now the last course, and the one that is a lot, but I'm getting through it, is taxes. This is Introduction to Federal Income Taxation in Canada. So that right there is the textbook, and you'll see I'm starting to tab it up there. The final exam for this is a open book exam because like there's a lot of tax code and stuff like that. So he suggested doing this to make things easier to find when you're doing testing to get to stuff quickly. Just to give you an idea of this, that's the textbook, so like pretty normal kind of textbook. And then there is the study guide. So these are all the questions and things that you do to practice. You can see I've done a little bit of tabbing there. This won't come with me in the final exam, but there were just some concepts in here I wanted to be able to get back to. So that is the second one. So already we've got this going for the course. And then, here's the actual Income Tax Act for Canada. That's like a phone book right there. So if I want to actually refer to the act itself as the textbook does, I have this to be able to do it. So that one again is just a lot of volume of information and stuff that is fairly new to me with a lot of little details on the way that things are done. So I would say between the auditing class and the taxation class, it's a lot. And then the other courses are really good and really interesting, but there's just a high volume of work to get through. And it's, my number one priority right now. And as I work through the summer, I'm in the last semester, so I'm seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel, and I just want to keep my grades up and good. But more than that, I want to really learn and understand the material. And with that, we're at 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was relaxing for you. It may not be the most relaxing to hear me talk about accounting and taxes and auditing, and I get that, but I just like to open the window a little bit to what's going on behind the scenes. So on days where I am busy, or maybe I have to say like, I'm skipping a video this week, guys, you kind of have an idea of what's going on in my life that may take priority over this. So that is all. Because this isn't a review, as I said before, I'm going to finish this video and then go wash off my mask. Hopefully I get a nice little moisturization kick from this. If you sat with me through this mask with me, and especially if you wore a mask yourself, give this video a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and have a great day. Bye.